Colors. They're all around us. On the trees, in our hair, in the air, and even in the sun. Well, pretty much entirely from the sun, actually. From whence does it come? From within the mind itself. Our experience of color is the result of the brain's perception of electromagnetic radiation, which comes to us in the form of light. Light which enters our eyes and stimulates special cells that in turn send signals to our brain for interpretation. And the result is color. So the colors you see actually depend on you for their very existence. Has your dad ever told you to eat your vegetables, but instead you just played with them?
Of course I do! Come on, let's go! Oh no, we fell!
Did you find your vegetables more entertaining than delicious?
What happened to my fingers? Am I allergic to something?
Does the thought of a nice summer salad make you queasy?
What is it? Oh, get out of my plate! Oh my god!
And at the same time, does it give you ideas for family fun activities?
You broke my cucumber!
If that's the case, well then this experiment is for you. Because today we're playing with red cabbage powder.
Yay! Red cabbage power!
Not just plain old powder, but red cabbage powder. No big whoop. Let's begin.
The amazing mind-blowing science study, part 3.
In today's video, we're going to make water change colors with the help of red cabbage powder and the same acids and bases that we used in our last video, which is baking soda and citric acid.
You're going to need citric acid, baking soda, red cabbage powder, 3 clean plastic cups, our medium plastic scoop, and our small plastic scoop. Stirring sticks.
Hey guys, no trips to the bathroom, alright? These are just for water. Okay?
I don't get it. You can't see it.
Okay, so according to the mind-boggling science kit, we're going to change the color of water by adding different chemical reagents in 3 different ways. But first, we need to add red cabbage powder to turn this normal water into special magical red cabbage water.
Yeah! I mixed the woods together.
But then, through the power of science magic, we're going to turn the red water into all sorts of different colors. What do you guys think is going to happen when we do so?
Let's find out for ourselves!
Yeah! Hey Abe, what's the hypothesis?
Like a special science word that you say when you have an idea what's gonna happen.
Pretty good. Claire, what's the hypothesis?
Something you think will happen, but you're not exactly sure.
Pretty good. You guys are pretty good. Not bad.
A hypothesis is an idea that you can test.
An idea that you can test. I have a hypothesis. You mean an idea you can test?
It's always important to take extra precautions before handling any dangerous chemicals. How dangerous, Claire, is baking soda?
It's not dangerous at all.
It's not dangerous.
Step 1.
Fill your first plastic cup up 3/4 of the way with water. Got it. Now, fill the second one. Whew. This is hard work. Very carefully set them aside.
Step 2. Ahoy, matey!
Step 2, add 1 small scoop of red cabbage powder to each of the cups. Okay, so I want Abe to add a scoop of powder to the first one. So I'm gonna, man, it smells like cabbage, it's kind of gross. You know cabbage smells like farts? Alright, Abe, this is probably the most exciting part of this kit. So go ahead and add.
This cabbage smells better.
Abe adds the scoop one. There you go. Claire, you can stir, and then Abe will add the second scoop to the next one. Stir it up, stir it up. Shake it up, shake it up. Wake it up, wake it up. And done. What color is that, guys?
Purple.
Purple. I'm gonna go ahead and add cabbage powder to the second cup of water. And then Claire, you can stir this one for me too. That's fine. It really is stinky. Okay. That's pretty dazzling. I mean, that's a really rich color of purple. That's fit for a prince, you know? Right there. The colors are so pretty. Step tray. So now we have 2 cups of purple water, but get ready to blow your mind!
For science!
Claire, will you do me the favor of putting 1 scoop of baking soda into cup A?
It happened. It got blue.
Stir it up, stir it up. Oh wow! What color did it change, Abe?
Blue.
It's blue. Abe, will you take this scoop of citric acid and add it
To the other one?
to the other one without getting the scoop wet? Put it in there. And now let's stir it up, stir it up. Whoa! It changed color. When we added the baking soda to the red cabbage water, it changed blue. But when we added the citric acid to the red cabbage water, it turned, well, pink or a bright red. Fascinating. But now,
Step 4.
now here comes the truly mind-blowing part. We're gonna combine both colors in 1 cup and see what happens. I think that the acid and the base are gonna neutralize each other, and then we're gonna go back to our regular purple. So let's go ahead and add them together slowly. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. So when we added the basic solution And the acidic solution, we got back purple because we neutralized the acid and the base. Boom! Giving us just plain purple colored water.
Now what if we put baking soda in red? Blue.
Not only did it change back to purple, but it got some fizzy bubbles on top. Abe, what's the name of that gas that's escaping?
Carbon dioxide.
So not only did it change back, but it fizzled and bubbled a little bit because we put sodium bicarbonate and acid and water together. And it's just like the experiment we did last time. The combination of those three things causes a release of carbon dioxide as a gas and makes it all bubbly. The more basic we make our solution, the bluer it gets. The more acidic we make our solution, the redder it gets. Okay, so let's add a little purple to the red and see what happens. Let's add a little red to the blue and see what happens.
What if we
Let's add some blue to the purple.
What if we add baking soda to this? Oops. Spill some of dangerous chemicals. We were supposed to do that. Whoa, it's dancing. It's overflowing. Looks like red beer.
Wow, that was pretty neat. But what exactly was going on? I think we can go deeper. Do you think we could go a little deeper?
Uh-huh.
Do you think we could go a little deeper?
100 miles, 100. We can.
Let's go a little deeper. The use of red cabbage powder in this experiment is a good example of what chemists refer to as an indicator. An indicator is a substance that on the basis of its transformation, in this case with reference to color, can indicate, that is tell us, something about the state of another substance. When cabbage juice becomes alkaline or basic due to the introduction of baking soda, it changes color to blue. The blue color change indicates that the water is basic, or has a higher pH, or is alkaline, all just words for the fact that the water now contains a substance that has a much stronger affinity for bonding with protons than if the solution were just pure water by itself. In this case, that substance is called hydroxide, but that's a topic for another video. On the other hand, when cabbage juice becomes acidic due to the introduction of citric acid, it changes to a bright red color. The red color change indicates that the water is acidic, or has a lower pH. All just words for the fact that the water now contains a substance that has a much stronger tendency to donate hydrogen to another substance than pure water. So if the solution turns blue or red with the addition of cabbage dye, then we have an indication as to whether or not the solution is acidic or basic. Scientists have known about indicators such as this for a very long time. The ancient Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder, who lived roughly 2,000 years ago, used sheets of papyrus soaked in indicators to test for iron. But it was really Robert Boyle, the British scientist living in the 1600s, who first realized that plant extracts, like our red cabbage powder, can be used to indicate the presence of alkalinity or acidity in substances. Red cabbage, like all other plants and animals, contains a wide variety of chemical substances, but specifically, it's the presence of anthocyanin pigments that both gives cabbage its beautiful color and its unique color-changing properties. Indeed, any plant containing these anthocyanin pigments has precisely the same color-transforming ability as cabbage. Robert Boyle's early experiments with color-changing indicators were done with flowers, not cabbage. So why does anthocyanin change colors in acids or bases? This is what anthocyanin looks like as a molecule, and it's essentially the shape of molecules such as this, and the displacement of their electrons within these shapes that determines a substance's ability to reflect a certain color, at least as we experience it. So anthocyanin is reactive to acids and bases, and therefore it changes its shape when it comes in contact with them. Get a lot of this shape in acid, and you get the color red. Get a lot of this shape in an alkaline solution, and the color becomes blue. Anthocyanin. It's what makes it all possible. So what did you guys think of the experiment?
Pretty cool. I think it was awesome. Science cool.
That's pretty good. Well, we still have more to go. This kid has a whole bunch of other stuff. So watch out!
Wait. Bye. Yummy science. Oh my god. I got baking soda from my mouth. I just having some blue.
It's blue from his baking soda.
Let me try and put more.
Creative Productions.